भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Hare Krishna. Welcome to today's discussion of second canto, second chapter. We are going to start this. So yesterday we finished second canto, first chapter. I hope all of you understood at least some basic flow of this chapter. Okay. 6, 9, 12, 13, 11 are on the online. Okay. Gokulanand Bhu is there. Acha. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Okay. We are taking attendance, and please maintain attendance properly. If you are getting less than 75% for online students, so they will not be allowed to write exam. They should write their exam after hearing that module again in the next batch. Understand? So, and yesterday I sent one message, Bhakti Sandarbha, about the Bhakti Sandarbha class timings. So various reasons are there. I am shifting that time from 6:30 to 8 evening. Reason is, if the two classes are together, many times I should take for you and Bhagavatam class also. So then continuous taking of 4 hours. So once again, my vocal system may get. That's why. And also, so it is easy to prepare also for me. Morning I can prepare Bhagavatam and evening Sandarbha. So it is easy. If it is both are together, preparation also I get less time actually. That is also becoming problem. And one more reason, so we can get more registrations also in the evening time. Many are requesting to have evening time. So because outside many people they want to hear this. So that if we change to the evening, we can get, there is a good scope of getting more number of students. So that is also online students. That's why I hope it should not be a problem for you. Okay. So 6:30 to 8 evening, you have also enough time to classes peacefully. Yes, you can rest instead of hearing continuously 4 hours. It's better to hear in shift wise, 2.5 hours, 1.5 hour. So that it is also helpful for you. Yeah, win-win situation. So, what is happening? In the last class, quickly I have 7 minutes time. Every student tell one point from the last chapter. Quickly, you should not take time. You should be ready for that. So, start from the Mitra Shrestha Prabhu. It will come like this. And then I will ask online. Tell me. Uh, uh, tell, sorry, tell Tapo, my bro.
Last chapter, full chapter. So I remember on point.
Okay, you remember later. You to the next.
Sotabhyadini Rajendra, Ninam Shanti Sahasrasya.
Huh?
So Sotabhyadini Rajendra, Ninam Shanti Sahasrasya.
Huh?
So here I get a point. In all, so much people engage in so much things.
Huh?
Giriomedis, who are Giriomedis, they engage in so much things. They are hearing so much things, newspaper and others. So here focused Shukdev Goswami, the basis of Parikshit Maharaj's question. He discussed with hearing process of Lord. So this shloka.
Okay. You are happy what you said? You are not happy. Okay. So you will try to say what things we should not hear. So Sukadeva Goswami was saying for the Gruhamedis, there are so many things to hear, but those are not meant for the people who wants to realize the truth. That means uh, for the sadhakas that is not needed, and they waste their time. In the daytime they will work, and in the night time they just sleep. By this they waste their time, and they are seeing their own in front of their eyes, the degradation or the finishing of their own relatives and their own things are going getting finished, but still they they don't realize. Pashyan apina pashyati. Yes, next point. Yes. Who is going to tell? Next, come by line. Sadhguru Prabhu. You should not waste the time, otherwise program is a failure program.
Krishna Prabhu, my favorite topic was that for these yogis who cannot concentrate on the spiritual form of the Paramatma mentioned in 2.1.21, they are worship to, they are attracted to Virat Rupa.
What is that? Come again.
For these yogis who cannot concentrate on the spiritual form of the Paramatma mentioned in 2.1.21, this meditation on the Virat Rupa, they meditate on Virat Rupa.
That is there in where? Which sloka is telling this?
2.1.21.
21 is saying. 21 wrong answer actually. So 19 is saying meditating on the Paramatma, sorry, and 20th is saying whose mind is affected by the Rajas and Tamas, and they will clean their dirt of their in their heart by the dharana. So you are okay. Next.
Expert yogi, after meditating on the Virat Rupa, should meditate on the Antaryami of the Virat Rupa. And it should be an auspicious object actually, Bhadramte. Yeah. After meditating on the Virat Rupa to reduce his Rajas and Tamas, he gets the knowledge that he is not this body. In the mode of goodness.
By meditating on Virat Rupa, one will realize I am not the body. This is the resultant?
No, his Rajas and Tamas will get reduced. After that, when he meditates on the Antaryami of the Virat Rupa.
So, by meditating on the Virat, what will happen? Chitta Shuddhi will happen. That means heart is get clean. That means it is freed from the Rajas and Tamas. Okay, next.
Then Maharaj
2
Parikshit,
minutes are there and many people are remaining. Quickly.
then Maharaj Parikshit inquires about the 3 questions.
Huh.
Then that is how to meditate on that Virat Rupa and what kind we have to do.
Huh? How
to meditate on Virat Rupa.
This is the question Parikshit is asking? Huh? How to meditate on Virat Rupa, he is asking question. He is asking Dharana. In the previous sloka it is said one should meditate on the auspicious object. So what is that object and how to do that? He is asking like that.
Yes, yes.
If you are saying answer, you are saying answer actually. Parikshit Maharaj is asking how to meditate on Virat Rupa means you are including answer. Okay, next. That means very poor hearing. Now 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hare
4
Krishna
students answered, said, and 4 are wrong. So you can understand how
Parikshit
the
Maharaj,
yeah.
Parikshit Maharaj, one question is what should be chanted, heard, and remembered?
Huh?
What should be chanted, heard, and remembered?
Huh.
And here Lord Hari is described also.
Where, who asked this?
Parikshit Maharaj.
Where it is said?
Shukdev Goswami. The first question, second question is this, but because first question is what should not heard, centered, and remembered, and what should be heard, centered, and remembered. So it is second question, and also Lord Hari described these 3 type of.
But you are saying this thing from the previous canto.
In this question,
Parikshit was asking this question in which canto?
Five in this chapter 5 words. 5 words also.
First canto, in the last he is asking this. Oh, the person who is going to leave body, so what should be heard, what should be chanted, and what should be meditated, and what should be remembered, what should be worshipped, and also viparyaha, not. This is from the previous chapter. You tell from this chapter.
In this chapter 5 verse, this is say.
5th verse.
5th verse.
Parikshit Maharaj is asking that. How? What is the 5th verse he is saying?
Tasmat Bharata.
What this is saying? 5th.
Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavana Ishvara Hari.
Yes. This 5th sloka is telling about what? Okay, you are think later. Think later. Okay, give to next. Why?
In 2.1.
Why you are all laughing here? Okay.
2.1.16 to 21 deals the Ashtanga Yoga process, eight angas of the Dharana, Dhyan, then Samadhi, at last, Pottahar. This process.
Okay, Ashtanga process explained. Very good. Next, take you take.
So I am also want to speak about that Ashtanga Yoga.
No, you take another one.
So he did not elaborate that. So our Raja and Tamaguna will be removed by the meditation of that Virat Purusha in the neophyte stage.
Which sloka is saying? You do next one. You have to mention sloka number also, whatever point you make.
Sloka it is mentioned that or Sukdev Parikshit Maharaj was told to meditate on Sthula Bhagavata Rupe, meditate on the form of the Lord.
Sloka number?
23rd.
23rd. Okay, next. Yes.
Yesterday we discussed about the what are the limbs of the Virat Rupa. First, initially we discussed about the planetary systems as the limbs of the Virat Rupa, and then further representations of the limbs of the Virat Rupa. And then in 38th verse, we discussed what are the advantages of meditating on the Virat Rupa. And then in 39th,
okay, next.
I will tell from 39 to 39. I will tell from 39. Okay. So after describing the Dharanashraya, means the object of meditation, the yogi has to meditate upon the Virat Rupa, and describing about different limbs of Virat Rupa.
Yes.
Shukadeva Goswami, he again tells about the bhakti process.
Yes. Good.
So initially also he told about bhakti process.
Yes. From where to where?
From 1 to 11, yeah. 1 to
16 to 21 also. He's saying the bhakti yoga process.
Yes. So from 21
just meditating
to,
on the Paramatma, he's saying ultimately, yeah.
So from 20 to 38, he is telling about Virata Rupa, and then again he's telling about the bhakti process. So you give an example of how Suta Goswami did in the first canto of Bhagavatam also.
Yes.
He initially explains about dharma, rules and that. And then later he explains Kona Kuryat Katharatham.
Yes.
So who will not hear the messages of Lord Hari?
Yes.
So in that way, this is the easy process actually.
Yes.
The bhakti process is easy.
Yes.
So in the 39th verse, Prabhu, he is telling, Shukadeva Goswami is telling that the expert yogi, the Sahakaha, that expert yogi who has become expert by meditating on the Virat, by meditating on the Virat Rupa, Virat Gatam.
Yeah.
So that word is used, Prabhu. Sarvadhi
Vrityanubhava.
Vrityanubhuta Sarva. So Sarva means all, all the, and Dhi Vritti means knowledge senses.
Yeah.
So, and Anubhuta means experience, and Sarva means everything, means Virat Gatam.
Yeah.
So the expert yogi, he experiences everything in Virat Rupa by the knowledge senses, means by the Dhi Vritti Bhi.
Yeah.
So, and that person, he should bhajeta, worship Satyam Anandam Nidhim.
Yeah.
So who is the Antaryami of Virat Rupa?
Yes, he should worship Tam. Tam means Tam Kam.
Tam Kam means that Satyam Anandam Nidhim.
Yeah, that is.
So he is that.
Yeah, Sa Aikshata. So that means he, Saha Aikshata. There's a Upanishad statement is saying Saha Tam. Yeah. Okay, next. Okay, tell.
After description, 14 planetary system as the limbs of the Virat Rupa, then again described a representation of limbs, that arms, demigods, headed Indra, and then ears, organ of hearing, sound, nostrils, Ashwini Kumar, and organ of smelling, fragrance, eye pits, outer space, 29 to 37.
Okay, take you next.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Many points are there. One point is that the sloka number 6, it is said that Edavan Sangya Yoga Abhyam. Even all other parts, all other processes like yoga and jnana will give real result only when some bhakti is mixed in that.
Yeah.
If there is no bhakti, they will not also give their results actually.
Yeah. Where we got this? Which sloka?
Sloka number 6, Ande Narayana Sundari. Edavan Sangya Yoga Abhyam.
Okay. Yes. Okay, next.
Well, I was going to speak about the same point of Chaitanya Jivana Prabhu. But since he's spoken about this, then I can say that Parikshit Maharaj inquired about Virat Rupa not because he wanted to do this meditation, but out of his curiosity, because he was a Kshatriya. They're usually very curious personalities. And another thing, I really like what Prabhupada wrote in one commentary that we read, that meditation on Virat Rupa, just by meditating itself, one can make very small progress. devotional attitude or service attitude has to be there for one to make any progress.
Good. Yes. Next, online. Line by line. You tell the names one by one. Gopalcham Prabhu. Unmute it quickly one by one. Mic problem. Very good, Prabhu. You did nice thing so that you don't need to answer anything. Pure listener you are. Okay, next, Jai Gopinath Prabhu. Yeah, in the screen we can. Yeah. Jai Gopinath Prabhu.
In the 6th verse, it is mentioned that even for karmis, yogis, jnanis, Ante Narayana Smriti is the real benefit. For everyone, this is beneficial.
Yeah. Okay. Sri Guru Prabhu. Okay. Radha Govardhan Prabhu.
First, Sukadeva Goswami glorified the question of Parikshit Maharaj. Then he answered the three verses. What should not be chanted, heard, and heard. Then again he said, what should be chanted, heard, and remember. That is where the 6th sloka comes. Ante Narayana Smriti.
Okay. Vipin Purandar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. This is from 7 to 11. The conclusion is that everyone, regardless of his position, should hear Krishna Katha. Even Sukadeva Goswami gives his example as an impersonalist who got attracted to Krishna Katha. And he goes on saying that whatever the position may be, one should hear about Krishna from authorities and then chant about Krishna. So this is the conclusion.
Okay, next. Yashoda Mataji.
हरे नामानुकीर्तनम हरे नामानुकीर्तनम यदि हो जाता है तो कहते हैं कि फिर यदि ऐसा ना हो दीर्घ जीवन का क्या लाभ है। इससे तो अच्छा है पूर्ण चेतना का एक क्षण। यानी अर्थात यदि हरे नामानुकीर्तनम नहीं होता है तो उसके आगे जितना भी जीवन हो तो उसका कोई लाभ नहीं है। तो उसको जैसे विष्णु यामल तंत्र, मार्कंडेय पुराण आदि से संदर्भ देते हुए बताया है कि और श्रील गोस्वामी जी ने बताया है इसको कि सैकड़ों वर्षों तक जीना ही कोई काम का नहीं है, परंतु यदि हरि कीर्तन करते हुए छोटा भी जीवन हो तो भी तो उसी को और एम्फेसाइज किया गया है। जैसे खटवांग महाराज के लिए कि बहुत एक मुहूर्त का भी थोड़ा सा समय उनके पास बचा था, तब भी उन्होंने उसको भगवत कृपा से स्मरण में लगाया या भक्ति में लगाया और अपने बचे हुए समय को सार्थक किया।
Okay, next. Yeah. Sonali Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhu, verse number 11. Here the glorification of Nam Kirtan is mentioned. It is said that among all the 9 vidhis of bhakti, the Nam Kirtan is the king. It is considered as king. And among that Nam Kirtan, the continuous Kirtan is considered best. Yes. And it is beyond guna dosha, means it does not depend upon time, place and circumstances. And also the main thing is that it can be performed by sadhaka and even those who are siddha, both.
Okay, thank you. Next. Samati Mataji. Huh? Absent? For whole chapter she is absent. Okay, Gokulanand Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. After that section comes the Shukadeva Goswami is stressing the value of life by giving the example of Katwanga Maharaj. And that way he's stressing that Maharaj Parikshit has only 7 days and he should focus all his attention on Narayana Smriti that he explained before. And
okay.
So he's saying that he just doesn't have one Muhurta, but he has these 7 days and he can engage. And then it comes the process of Ashtanga Yoga, the explanation.
Okay, bro. We'll start next chapter. Second chapter, the Lord in the heart. Sri Shuka Vacha Evam Puradharanayatmayonir Nashtam Smritim Pratyavarudyatushtat Tatha Tata Sasarjedamamoga Drishtir Yathapyayat Pragyavasaya Buddhi. Translation: Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, formerly prior to the manifestation of the cosmos, Lord Brahma, by meditating on the Virat Rupa, regained his lost consciousness by appeasing the Lord. Thus, he was able to rebuild creation as it was before. Now what we are going to hear. So what is the advantage of meditating on Virat Rupa? This once again here it is said. So one advantage is already heart will be purified. And second thing is we are seeing Brahmaji is also every day. So after waking up, so he will forget the way precavation was done before the annihilation. So then he will be just meditating on the Virat, then he will regain his knowledge and he will rebuild this whole secondary creation as it is how it was there before the annihilation. So that means by meditating on the Virat Rupa, he is able to remember back his knowledge, how to rebuild the secondary creation, how to do the secondary creation. This is. So in this chapter especially, Sridhar Swami is saying, so this chapter, Stula Dharanataha Jitam Manaha Sarva Sakshini Sarveshe Vishnau Dharyam Iti Iryate Dashyalambhana Rupa Eva Mukta Vairaja Dharana. So Drishyalambhana Rupa Eva Mukta Vairaja Dharana Ihochite tu Tat Sadhya Sarvantaryami Dharana. So in this chapter we are going to see after controlling after cleaning the heart by meditating on Virat Rupa. So now in this chapter we are going to do meditating on Sarvasakshi, that means Paramatma. So meditating on Paramatma we are going to see in this chapter. So and also we are going to establish what is the resultant of meditating on Virat, that is meditating on Antaryami. So that means meditating on Virat Rupa should lead to the meditating on Paramatma. That is a result. That is a result. In that way we are going to see. That point also we are going to see in this chapter. Okay. So in the first sloka, what we are seeing, the byproduct of the meditating on Virat Rupa. In this first sloka, we are seeing byproduct Avantara Phalam is a side product or the byproduct of meditating on Virat. Main product is what? Cleaning the heart. That is the main thing, main result. What is the secondary result or the side result? one will get that means Brahmaji will get his knowledge for creating this secondary creation. So by meditating on Virat. So that is the thing. Okay. In this sloka we are seeing Atma Yonihi means Brahmaji. Pura, that means long back. Dharanaya. Dharanaya means meditating on Virat. What he did? Nashtam smritim pratyavarudhya. That means he got back the knowledge which was lost. Then what he did? Tatha sasarja idam amhoga drishtihi. So once again he created. Yatha apyayat prag. So the way it was there before the annihilation. Purport, the example cited herein of Sri Brahmaji is one of forgetfulness. Brahmaji is the incarnation of one of the mundane attributes of the Lord. Being the incarnation of the passion mode of material nature, he is empowered by the Lord to generate a beautiful material manifestation. You will be seeing in the 3rd canto, 20th chapter. So what Brahmaji does? Initially, that once again see there various things he creates. Brahmaji, first of all, he creates the avidya. Then after that, Chatushkumar. Then after that, Rudra. Then after that, various sages. Then after that, they are all not helping him to expand the creation. So that's why finally he will create. That means he will produce or otherwise he will give birth to the Swayambhu Manu. Then he will follow the instructions of his father. He expands the whole creation. That's why we are all there. Manus, we are descendants of the Manus. That's why Manavas, human beings. So like this. And also various other creations also he did. When there is a thought of Sattvic, then Devatas are created. When there is a thought of Rajas, when there is a Rajoguna is affected his mind, then the Rakshasas came, and like this from his thought of the Tamoguna, so then these Daitya Asurasa came. So like this Kinnera, Kimpurusha, Pitrudevatas, you'll be seeing in the 3rd canto, 20th chapter. What the Brahmaji's creation, everything you will be seeing there. Okay. So Brahmaji is also one of the Gunavatara. Lord is having the 3 Gunavataras. So what is that sloka? Sattva Rajas Tameti Prakruteh Gunaha Tair Yuktaha Ekaha Yahasya Dhatte Hari Virinchi Hareti Sangyaha Sityadaye Hari Virinchi Hareti Sangyaha Tatra Sriyam Sikalu Sattvatanor Nunam Sihu. Something. This is like this. So there are the one Purusha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, took the 3 forms. What is that? Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. For the purpose of creation, maintenance, and destruction. By what? Sattva, Rajas, Sattva, and Tamas. So to do this one. So that's why Brahmaji's body is out of what? Brahmaji's body is out of passion. And if you worship Brahmaji, what will happen? Passion will increase in you. and it is not auspicious. Worshipping Brahmaji is not auspicious. Worshipping Brahmaji as a supreme person, if you worship like that, then that is not auspicious. Because Brahma and Shiva, they are not having the Shakshat Parabrahmatvam in them. That means they are not Swamsha, direct. Parabrahmatvam is not there. Bhagavatvam is not there in them directly. So that's why by worshipping them, so Sattva Guna will not increase. On top of that, Rajas and Tamas both will increase. So by this, what will happen? So you will not be coming to the, into the liberation. That means your mind will not be, that means you will not be coming to the point of coming out from this material world. So whoever is worshipping them, they will be affected. That means they are affected by the Rajas and Tamas. So Rajas Tamo Bhavaha, so Samasilaha. Whoever is having the same nature of the Brahma and Shiva, that means same nature means they are also affected by the Rajas and Tamas. They are attracted to worship them. Their Vigraha will attract who are having or who are affected by those modes. So Shiva's body is out of, Vigraha is out of Tamas. So that's why whoever is affected by the Tamas, who are influenced by the Tamas, they attracted to the Shiva and they worship him. Okay, by this, what is the reason why they worship them? The reason is Sri Aishwarya Prajepsavaha, for the getting the wealth and for the getting the wealth, name, fame, and so on. So for these things they worship them. But who will worship the Vishnu? Whoever is in the mode of goodness, whoever is in the, that means whoever desiring the moksha, mumukshavaha, whoever is desiring to get out from this material nature, they will worship the Vishnu. So Vishnu is attractive for them. But Rajastamah Prakritayah Samashilah Bhajanti Vai Pitrubhuta Prajeshadin Shri Aishwarya Prajepsavaha. So that's why Brahmaji is Brahma and Shiva. That Vigraha is not recommended. Of course, they are also avatara of the Lord, but they are not recommended to worship. One should worship Akama Sarvakamava Moksha Kama Udaradi. Whatever you want, you should worship the Vishnu. Tivrena Bhakti Yogena. We are going to discuss this sloka. So there Sukadeva Goswami is emphasizing you should worship with the full force. Worship the Vishnu. Okay. So Brahmaji is also having the forgetfulness. So after the devastation, he is sleeping. He is sleeping for the 1000 Chaturyugas, Mahayugas. 1000 Mahayugas he is sleeping and everything he is forgetting. So that's why to recall it, how to create this creation, then he is meditating on Virat. Yeah. Yes.
Sometimes takes more sleep. Is that Brahma?
Yeah, sometimes he takes more sleep.
Just it is 12 hours sleep
Yes.
in day
Yeah.
and 12 night.
Yes.
So less sleep in the sense.
He will do his Sandhya and many things. He is also a devotee and he is also having the sadhana. So he will do his things and then he will sleep. He will do the wind up things. Many things will be there. It's not that the creation is his duty, but apart from that, he is also Vaishnava and having the many things to do. Yeah.
Yeah, Prabhuji, why Brahmaji is meditating on Virat Rupa? He can meditate on the personal form of the Lord, right?
So because by using all the ingredients, whatever he wants to do, that means Brahmaji's work is what? He is creating the Devatas, he is creating the Asuras, he is creating the Daityas, he is creating the Kinneras, Kimpurushas, Pitrudevatas, Apsarasas. So many, all the ingredients are available in Virat. So that's why he has to meditate on Virat to get this idea. Meditating means he has to focus on this. Then he will understand what is the things. He has to take every ingredient from there only. Then he has to make. Yes. Jai Gopinath Prabhu.
I have two questions.
Yes.
Does Brahma forget when he wake up every day? This happens, or it is talking about this particular day which we are in, or we are talking about the 50th year first?
Every day he forgets. Like this, I understood actually from this.
Because in the translation purpose is that formerly prior to the manifestation of the cosmos, that it talking about the the current manifestation. That's what I got little.
What that Prabhu? I couldn't get actually.
Prabhupada wrote formerly prior to the manifestation of the cosmos. It is not that mentioned as every time.
Okay.
The translation, Srila Sukadeva Goswami said, formerly, prior to the manifestation of the cosmos, Lord Brahma by meditating on the Virat Rupa.
So Pura means Pralaya Samaye Nashtam Srishti Smritim Pratyavridya Labdva Brahma Appayat Pragidam Vishwam Yatha Asit Tatha Susarja. Pralaya Samaye, that means Nashtam Srishti Smritim. So when there is a pralaya, so he lost his knowledge.
Okay, so that is taken as every day then.
Like that I took actually from this Vidar Swami. So
okay.
If you have maybe if I get some more clarity, then I will tell. Based upon this only I took actually pralaya. Every day pralaya happens. That's why.
And the second question is that whenever he meditates, is there any mentioning that how long he meditates, and until that time there is no activity, or like so generally it is not meditation just 1 minute. Even 1 minute of Brahma is something so much for us. So
is not mentioned here. I don't know how much time he meditates. Maybe, but he cannot start everything, just wake up and study immediately starting the creation. That is his duty, I think. And he has to do his chanting and his Vandana, Sandhya Vandan, his bathing. He's also Vaishnava, no? Actually. He should do these all things or not? I think he also does.
Oh, okay. That 12 hours before starting up, that 12 hours of his official work, then he does that meditation earlier to that.
Yes.
Is that way to understand, Boo?
Yes. It is his duty. That's
okay.
Yeah. Okay, we'll take later. One sloka is also not. Okay, Prabhu. We'll take later, Prabhu. Your others questions. Sorry. Yet due to his being one of the numerous living entities, he is apt to forget the art of his creative energy. This forgetfulness of the living being beginning from Brahma down to lowest insignificant ant is a tendency which can be counteracted by meditation on the Virat Rupa of the Lord. This chance is available in the human form of life, and if a human being follows the instructions of Srimad Bhagavatam and begins to meditate upon the Virat Rupa, then revival of his pure consciousness and counteraction of the tendency to forget his eternal relationship with the Lord can follow simultaneously. Okay, this is clear. So, and as soon as this forgetfulness is removed, the Vyavasaya Buddhi, as mentioned here and in the Bhagavad Gita, follows at once. This ascertained knowledge of the living being leads to loving service to the Lord, which the living being requires. The kingdom of Lord is unlimited. Therefore, the number of the assisting hands of the Lord is also unlimited. So Prabhupada is saying by meditating on Virat, so one in the previous purports also is said, one will revive his relationship with the Supreme Lord actually. So that point is also we heard. So in that way it is said here. This means that the expansion of different parts and parcels called jivas or the living entities are assisting hands of the Lord, and all of them are meant for rendering a particular pattern of service to the Lord. The conditioned soul, even in the position of Brahma, forgets this by the influence of illusory material energy generated out of false egoism. One can counteract such a false egoism by invoking God consciousness. Liberation mean, okay, everyone is having the chance of forgetting from the Brahma to ant. So that's why that is everyone can revive their forgetfulness state by their original state by the meditating on the Lord. So liberation means getting out of the slumber of forgetfulness and becoming situated in the real living service of the Lord, as exemplified in the case of Brahma. The service of Brahma is the sample of service in liberation, distinguished from the so-called altruistic services full of mistakes and forgetfulness. Liberation is never inaction, but service without human mistakes. Liberation is never inaction, but service without human mistakes. This is a very nice definition actually. Generally, liberation means what? Brahman. Attaining the Brahman. In the Brahman state, what will happen? There is no action. Brahman state is also known as Nishkarma. And the knowledge related to the Brahman is known as Naishkarmyam. So, but Prabhupada is saying liberation means is never in action. That means not Jiva's natural tendency is what? Kartrutvam, Gnatritvam. Okay. Kartrutvam, Gnatritvam. So, and Bhoktrutvam. These are the qualities of the Jiva. So, Kartrutvam is there in every Jiva. Yeah. It is the natural quality of the, it is a natural propensity of the Jiva. And but by going to the Brahman state, so then what will happen once these natural tendencies are suppressed actually? So that's why liberation is not really that is liberation. Liberation means he is saying is never in action but service without human mistakes. This is nothing but the liberation means service. Yeah. This is the definition Prabhupada is externally is giving here. Okay, next. Shabdasya hi brahmana yesha pantha yannama bhirdhyayati dhira parthaihi paribramam statra navindatirthan maya maye vasanaya shayanaha. Translation will read. Hari Gopal.
The way of presentation of the Vedic sounds is so bewildering that it directs the intelligence of the people to meaningless things, like the heavenly kingdoms. The conditioned souls hover in dreams of such heavenly illusory pleasures, but actually they do not relish any tangible happiness in such places.
Yeah. You understood the translation, all of you? You understood? Megvarna? Huh? Feeling sleepy? The way of presentation of Vedic sounds is so bewildering that it directs the intelligence of the peoples to meaningless things like the heavenly kingdoms. The conditioned souls hover in dreams of such heavenly illusory pleasures, but actually they don't relish any tangible happiness in such place. Why this sloka came? Now, what we are discussing, Parikshit asked some questions and Sukadeva Goswami is answering them. Then after that, so he is explaining, so how to, what is the Kirtan he explained, and also Smaranam he explained. Then after that, someone is not able to do that, then he is asking to meditate on the auspicious object. Then Parikshit asked what is that, then he said that is Virat. And he explained the whole process of meditating on Virat. Finally, he says that one should meditate on Virat, sorry, Antaryami of the Virat. After this, so by side product is meditating on the Virat. What is the side product of the meditating on the Virat? One will regain the intelligence. Brahmaji regains his intelligence to construct the secondary creation. So this is a thing. And now this sloka is telling what? This sloka is telling, so Vedas are telling about the Karma Kanda. And they unnecessarily publish this Karma Kanda and the results. Yajeta Swarga Kamaha. This is the one of the sentence in the Karma Kanda. What is saying? Yajeta Swarga Kamaha. If you desire to go to heaven, you should worship the Devatas. So, and also it is describing Swarga and it is invoking us. You should do. Yajeta means it's vidhi. That means you should do. Okay. So why this Vedas is saying? And Vedas are saying, and these innocent people, they are attracted by those words, those flowery words, and they are running behind that. This is the point is said in this second sloka. Vedas are telling very flowery words. That means very beautiful, attractive things like Swarga, Aswamedha Yajna. If you do this, you will be becoming the Chakravarti, emperor. And do this Yajna. If you want to get a powerful child, you do Putra Kameshti Yaga. So like this. So many Yajnas are described. If you want the wealth of whole earth, you should do this Yajna, that Yajna. And these things are described by the Vedas, and by hearing those, people are innocent people. What is that? Anartha. So, na vindate arthan. So, they are meditating on these and they are trying for that. And ultimately what they get? They get the na artha. That means they don't get any benefit. This is the meaning of second sloka. But why this point is discussed here? Sukadeva Goswami, why he is saying this? Why? What is the reason? Why all of a sudden Karma Kanda came into here? That's why here Sridhar Swami is saying, connection who will make? Acharya will make connection. So he is saying, Upasana faladapi viraktasya Suddha Atma Dharanayam Adhikaraha Ataha Vairagyartam Sarvam Karma Phalam Nindati. Upasana faladapi viraktasya Suddhatma Dharanayam Adhikaraha Ataha Vairagyartham Sarva. Many people do the upasana of the devatas. Upasana, the result of the so many people worship the different demigods using, or the different devatas they worship by using this karma kanda. And here Sukadeva Goswami is saying here, hey, you should not attracted for those results also. If you are not attracted for these things, then you are able to meditate on the, your heart will be pure and you can meditate on the Paramatma. You'll become fit for that. So that means to say, that means he is saying here, who is the adhikari for the meditating on Paramatma? That means if you want to meditate on the Paramatma, your heart should be purified. So that's why upasana phaladapi viraktasya. By worshipping the various demigods, whatever result you are going to get, that also you should live. Then you are fit to meditate on ultimate object. That is the point. To say this, to establish that, this sloka came now. That is, and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying, Atra mriyamanaha kim kurveta iti prashnam swarga sadhanam yagadikam karma eva kurveta atra vedaha sarva eva pramanam iti iti achikyas achikyansun tatra kanschana pratyah. Acharya Vishwanath is taking in another way actually. Why this sloka came? He is saying that, oh, in the questions, Parikshit, when he asked, what he asked? Mriyamanasa kim kurvita? Mriyamana kim kurvita? The person about to die, what he should do? This is the question was asked by the Parikshit. So when this question asked, so people may think, in the big assembly is there in front of Sukadeva Goswami. Various sages are there. And in this big group, some people may think, some sages may think or may suggest or may feel that, hey, why this Harinam? Why we have to hear Harinam? So he has to try for this Swarga. He has to do some yajna for getting this Swarga. Huh? So some yajna he should do. So yajna karma. That's why here Swarga sadhanam yagadikam karma eva kurvita. So why? Because Vedas are saying yajeta swarga kamaha. Veda is saying, this is a Vedic statement. Based upon this statement, in the assembly, some sages may think that Parikshit must do the yajna for the getting the swarga. That will be the good for him. So in this, like if you, even for the one thing, if 10 people are gathering, 10 different opinions, he should do like that. He should not do like that. Anything, if you want to do, 10 opinions will come. Yes. So this is also one opinion. So that's why Sukadeva Goswami is clarifying to whole assembly and everyone. Hey, don't think you people like that. No. That's not correct. That means Vedaha sarva eva pramanam iti. That means Veda is the ultimate proof, and Veda is saying to do this karma kanda, and Veda is asking to go for the swarga. So that's why we should do the yajna for the swarga. One may say like that. That is rejected here. The conditioned soul is always engaged in laying out plans for happiness within the material world, even up to the end of the universal limit. He is not even satisfied with the available amenities on this planet Earth, where he has exploited the sources of nature to the best of his ability. He wants to go to the moon or the planet Venus to exploit the resources there. But the Lord has warned us, Bhagavad Gita, about the worthlessness of the innumerable planets of this universe, as well as those planets within other systems. So Prabhupada is saying here, so he is explaining about the present condition. Our people are like that. They are exploiting the Mother Earth, and also they want to exploit other planets. They want to go there and enjoy there also. They want to have the land registration in moon. What should we do then? They are hankering for that. Now Prabhupada is saying these people are interested in going to other planets, but in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna already said, so these are all not worthful. They are all worthless. So Bhagavad Gita 8.16 about the worthlessness of innumerable planets of this verse. So in that 8th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, you will be seeing the yogis, that means so-called yogis. So when, in what time they should leave their body, where they will go. So different planets. So that is explained there. As well as those planets within other systems. So these are innumerable universes and also innumerable planets in the each of them, but none of them is immune to the chief miseries of material existence, namely pangs of birth, the pangs of death, the pangs of old age, and the pangs of disease. The Lord says that even that the topmost planet known as the Brahmaloka, the Satyaloka, is not a happy land for residential purposes due to the presence of material pangs and above mentioned. So in this material world, there is no place there is where no birth, no death, no old age, no disease. Such a place is there in this material world? No. So that's why, so conditioned souls strictly under the laws of fruitive activities, and as such, they sometimes go up to the Brahmaloka and again come down to the Pataloka as if they were unintelligent children on a merry-go-round. The real happiness is in the kingdom of God, where no one has to undergo the pangs of material existence. Therefore, the Vedic ways of fruitive activities for the living entities are misleading. So that's why these Vedic statements are misleading us. We should understand this. These Vedic statements are, that means going to the Swarga, going to the Pitraloka, going to Yanti Devan Devrataha, Pitrun Yanti Pitruvrataha. Yeah. So going to these different planets is rejected actually. Because in that 8th chapter, you'll be seeing, if you go to the Devatas, actually these Devatas are not able to give the Shraddha towards them also. And these Devatas are, if you worship them, the Shraddha towards them is given by whom? By the Lord only. And these people, even if you worship them, whatever results should be given, they cannot give by themselves. If Lord gives, and they will give. And they are not able to take care of their own followers, devotees. And also their planets are perishable actually. They are also having the limitation. So then why you are worshipping like that? He is asking, why he is saying, there is no need to worship these devatas. In the 8th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, we were seeing that. So the same thing here, Prabhupada is mentioning. So Vedas are saying some portion of, why then Vedas are saying like this? What is the need? What is the need of saying this? Huh? Why Vedas are saying about the go to the Swarga, do this yajna, go to the, become the king, do this yajna? Why the Vedas are saying like this? Huh? Huh? Step by step. Because to get the Shraddha in the Vedas, so by doing these activities, one will be getting the Shraddha. Yes, Veda is prescribed in some process. If you do that, immediately you are getting result, means yes, these Vedic statements are true. Then what is the conclusion? One day you'll think, what is the conclusion of total Veda? Then you will understand that is Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. Okay, that is the reason. That's why these are all there. Okay, next. Atah kavirnama suyavadhartah syada pramatto vyavasaya buddhi siddhena siddhenyatardena yate tatra parishramam tatra samikshamana. What you understood till now in the class? Bolo, tell. In Hindi, you tell. Take my. अभी तक क्या समझे आप? 1 घंटा से बैठे थे. बोलो जल्दी बोलो, टाइम वेस्ट मत करो. एक पॉइंट बोलो, एक. मैं कान करो, जल्दी बोलो, टाइम वेस्ट मत करो, हमारा टाइम कम है. बोलो. है? कुछ नहीं याद है. हाँ? टेल कोई. What is going on now? What I said just now? Yes.
वेद मतलब कि वेद में जो कर्मकांड वो सब दिया है, तो वो तो बोल रहे कि स्वर्ग में जाना है, मतलब कि यज्ञ करके। तो पर जब हम पूरा मतलब वेदों का सार देखेंगे तो फिर उसमें वो सब कर्मकांड है, पर उसका जो सार है वो ये नहीं है। उसका सार है कि भगवान को प्राप्त करना है।
Yes. Okay. इतना टाइम क्यों ले रहे हैं एक्चुअली? You should tell immediately. Okay, next. The translation. For this reason, the enlightened person should endeavor only for the minimum necessities of life, while in the world of names, he should be intelligently fixed and never endeavor for unwanted things, being competent to perceive practically that all such endeavors are merely hard labor for nothing. So yes, in the previous sloka, we were seeing that these people are meditating on the results of the karma kanda and thinking that they are best benefit. But after getting that, they are understanding these are all nothing actually. Tatra swargado sukham iti vasanaya shayana swapnan pashyan iva paribrahman ardhat na vindati tallokam praptopi shaishnut. So they are like dreaming actually. Karmakanda is explained in the Vedas. Karmakanda is explaining about the Swarga in the Vedas, and that about the Swarga they are thinking, and it's like just a dream. That means they are thinking that I can be happy there. So it's very difficult to get, first of all, because performing yajna perfectly is not so easy. It's very difficult to get, and even if they get, that place is not for the permanent happiness. Kshaishnutva, that means it is perishable actually. So that's why they are getting little happiness, and after that, so that's broken, that happiness is finished, and they are coming back. So that's why here it is said, Ataha, therefore, Kavihi, intelligent person, what he should do? Namasu yavadartha syad apramattaha vyavasaya buddhihi siddhe anyatharde nayateta tatra parishramam tatra samikshamanaha. So that's the intelligent person, what he should do? He should do that much hard work so that his life can be maintained and he can do his sadhana. And he should be very alert. So in this sloka, what is said? For this reason, the intelligent person should endeavor only for minimum necessities of life, while in the world of names. Where it is said, one more place it is said, one should work for the minimum necessities of life. Where? Recently we studied. Jivasya tattva jignasa कामस्य नेन्द्रिय प्रीतिर लाभो जीवेत यावता जीवस्य तत्व जिज्ञासा नार्थो यश्चेह कर्मभिः. What is the meaning of this? Kamasya na indriya pritihi. Enjoying these material objects, the goal of enjoying material objects is not sense pleasure. But what? What is the goal of enjoying sense objects? Just for the maintaining the body. Labho jiveta yavata. What is the purpose of sense objects we are enjoying or not? We are eating food, you are wearing the clothes. These are all, you are taking the sense objects. You are accepting the sense objects. What is the purpose of this accepting of all these? You are drinking, you are smelling, you are wearing, you are eating. These are all sense objects. What is the purpose of this? Taking of all the, consuming all of these? For happiness? For sense pleasure? No. For what? For the maintaining body. Then what is the purpose of maintaining body? Tattva Jignasa. What is the use of maintaining body? To inquire about the Supreme Law. Na to yasche karma bihi. Na. The purpose of maintaining body is not the getting the Swarga. There also he said. Yascha iha karma bihi. That means by the karma, getting the Swarga is not the goal of maintaining body. Understood this? So same thing here is also said. That's why here Sukadeva Goswami, there Suta Goswami said, and here Sukadeva Goswami said, is saying. All Goswamis, they repeat the points actually, because fact is one only, na? That's why. So many times it is repeated. Here he also saying, if anyone wants to go for the higher things, that means to want to be liberated from this, want to know about the spiritual. Kavihi means intelligent person who wants to endeavor for the ultimate happiness. Then what he should? Yavadartaha, as much needed for the body. So, apramattaha, tavat, that means that much only should accept. Apramatta, be alert, be careful. If you are going for the more, then it will entangle you. Anyatharthe nayateta, you should not work for the other things, unnecessary things. Parishramam tatra samikshamanaha. You should see it is simply hard labor. What is the use actually? Who earning millions of rupees? What is the use? Is there any use? Nothing. So here, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying here, Evam, in the previous sloka, the Karmakanda is rejected. In the second sloka, Karmakanda, otherwise about the Karmis, the opinion of Karmis is rejected there. And here, so how the yogi, that means Bhakti yogi or the Gnana yogi, Bhakta or otherwise Gnani, how they should behave, how they should act is said here in this sloka. Any devotee or any Gnani, that means these both are towards the supreme truth. They are unmukha, sanmukha, that means they turn towards the absolute truth. Gnani and Bhakta. And these both people, how they should act, what should they do? They should take that much only by which they can maintain their life, their body. Ataha buddhiman bhogardam na dhyayet. You should not think for the enjoying the sense objects. Na dhyayet. Then na yateta. Kintu kamasya nendriya pritir labho jiveta yavata iti ukta nyayena. It is a nyaya, it is a statement. So the Goswami said that is a rule. It's a rule for all the sadhakas. Jnanis and yogis, sir, bhaktas and jnanis for them. That is a sadhakas. That is a rule. According to that rule, what? Yavata arthena srikutena ardha sakritya deha nirvaha tavaneva ardha graheha yasyat tatha bhuta syat. So that means you should accept that much sense objects so that you can maintain your body and you can do your sadhana. That's why Prabhupada says what? Simple living, high thinking. This is the meaning actually. From this sloka we are understanding simple living, high thinking. Kamasya nendriya pritir labho jiveta yavata. That's why he's asking to minimize, simplify your life. Don't endeavor for don't stay in the cities and work hard and earn more money and get more struggle and wasting time and losing time. No, he's saying like this. Try to simplify and live with the basic things. Yataha ayam apramattaha swasadhana siddhas. That's why apramattaha, that means he should be alert. How much I am taking, what is happening to my body, how is my health. Why we get health problems? Because of overeating or otherwise. Because of over-endeavoring. Thinking for the big goals. Atyahara prayasascha. Prajalpo niyamagraha. Janasangascha laulyamcha. Shadbhir bhaktir vinashyati. Atyahara, we are eating more. That is the problem actually. Even if you eat more, then you have to run. You are wasting time. No? The example is mine. Eating more and running. Yeah. We should be careful actually. What we are taking, how we are living. Otherwise, we will be losing time. And you should be conscious about your health. Very expertly, you should handle your body. That's why apramattaha word is used. Sadhaka should be alert. Kincha vigna bahulya darshanepi swayogat na paravarteta ityaha. So savadana means sometimes your plans may go sidetrack, may go to sidetrack. You may get some problems because of your health, because of some things, but you should not deviate from your sadhana. So that is said. Vyavasaya buddhihi yad bhave tad bhavatu mayatu yannischitam. Vyavasaya buddhi means you should be fixed in your sadhana. Vyavasaya buddhihi is saying that one should be fixed in his drudha vicharaha. Vyavasaya buddhi means drudha vicharaha, strong determination. So that here in this sloka, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, so how the sadhaka, that means bhakta and gnani, both sadhakas, how they should, is said here. Kincha yavadardatapi kasyachid atisukam. Even, actually here too much, you're going to the next step. In next step, what is that? He is saying, in the coming slokas, you will be seeing, even you don't need to take the objects which are required for the body. That is also not necessary. That means, what we understood till now, as many objects are needed for your body maintenance, that much you should accept, we said. That means, accept means you should endeavor for that. You should work for that. So, in coming slokas, Sukadeva Goswami is going to say that even endeavoring for those is also useless. It's a useless actually, useless of time, wasting of time, that is. And he is going to say, there are the trees are there, why you have to endeavor for the food? You eat the fruits and live your life. There are the, what is the need of having a pillow? Your hands are there. What is the need of having this cot? And there is a flat land is there, flat floor is there. So like this he is going to say. That means yavadardata, that means kamasya nendriya pritir labho jiveta yavata. That means you accept that many objects of senses to maintain your body. That is also for the whom? Sukumara sadhakas. Sukumara sadhakas means very delicate sadhakas, new sadhakas. For them, that is. That means whose Shraddha is not so strong. For them, that is. But who are determined, for them, irrespective of anything, they will be doing their sadhana. fully steady. Yes, this is not a big thing actually. We should not use AC actually. You should use you should accommodate your body. You should not use cooler also. Yes, Lord needs. That's of course. That means you should understand you are Sukumara Yogi. If you are demanding the AC and so many things, then you are all Sukumara Yogis. Kasachit Ati Sukumara Seva Ukta Natu Swata Samardha, who is self-competent, they are not going to demand even that also. Anyadha prakarantareణ ardhe swadeha nirvahe siddhe sati tatra pishta peshanyaya nayate. Okay. So that's why so otherwise what you have to, if you are demanding that also, then you have to, as a sadhaka you cannot earn, then you have to go and take the shelter of the rich people. Give some donation. I want AC. We want to have AC in our Mahavidyalaya. Please give donation. You have to worship them. You have to glorify them. Yes, sir? Yeah, you have to please them. Then this is a wasting of time. Here, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, Dhanika Janopasanadikam. Then if you want to accept that many goods, then Dhanika Janopasanadikam. You should please the rich people to have that. That is happening. As many as devotees have demands, that much time they have to use for the pleasing the rich people. Yes, Prabhu, come Prabhu. Yes. Big car he came. Prabhuji, sit. Prabhuji, what do you want, Prabhu? You will run to your department, kitchen department, and make this, that, and bring. Please. What is the mood actually? What is the mood behind this? Please them, and they will give money so that we can have our life here. Then this is defeating the purpose. This will defeat the purpose. Why that? What is the purpose? Becoming sadhaka. Try to simplify life. Try to stay in the natural place where you will get the natural light, heat, and air. Try to simplify. That's why Prabhupada is emphasizing so much on his mission. What is the Prabhupada mission? That is the mission. That is a simple living, high thinking. Our devotees should not waste their time on unnecessary things. So that's why we have to simplify the life. Produce what you need. Consume what you produced. This is the thing. Understood this? Next, purport, the Bhagavata Dharma or the cult of Srimad Bhagavatam is perfectly distinct from the way of the fruitive activities which are considered by the devotees to be merely a waste of time. The whole universe, or for that matter, all material existence is moving on as Jagat simply for planning business to make one's position very comfortable or secure, although everyone sees that this existence is neither comfortable nor secure and can never become comfortable or secure at any stage of development. as much, even if you go for the more and more comfortable objects you accept, problem will increase only, it will not decrease. You will use the AC, then it will increase the chlorofluorocarbons, then it will deplete the ozone layer, then there will be the rays in the ultraviolet rays, then there will be new disease, and then there is a new treatment, and there is a new problem, and there is like this. Is going on, increasing more and more. Huh? Yeah. So like this, life will become more and more complex. That's why Paschatya Desha Tarine. That means he is delivering the people from the Western culture. Srila Prabhupada. Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine. Those who are captivated by the illusory advancement of material civilization, following the way of phantasmagoria, are certainly madmen. The whole material creation is a jugglery of names only. In fact, it is nothing but bewildering creation of the matter like earth, water, and fire. The buildings, furniture, cars, bungalows, mills, factories, industries, peace, war, or even the highest perfection of material science, namely atomic energy and electronics, are all simply bewildering names of material elements with their concomitant reactions of the three modes. Everything is production of three modes. So that's why just changing the modes, you'll be getting the different products. And yeah, since the devotee of the Lord knows them perfectly well, he is not interested in creating unwanted things for a situation which is not at all reality, but simply names of no more significance than the bubble of sea waves. So in this sloka you are seeing this namasu, kavihi namasu. Namasu means objects of this world. Everything is coming from the Prakriti, Pradhan. But we are seeing the varietiness because there is a changing in modes, yes. And these are all just changes of the three modes and having the different names. But if you see the qualitatively, what is this? This is a three modes. Qualitatively, everything is a three modes. So that's why one should not get bewildered by these things. That's what Prabhupada says in his lectures. We are not there to create these machineries, goods, these, that, industries. Our devotees are not there to work in them. But we'll use what they produce. But we don't want to produce. We'll use for the Krishna consciousness. We use this mic, we use the laptop. But we don't want to produce. If someone make it and give to me, otherwise we have anyway our natural life. We'll sit and we'll discuss the Bhagavad Gita. Our work is not stopped. So, but if something is there, then we'll also use. Huh? Yeah. Aaj karne hai actually. The great kings, leaders, and soldiers fight with one another in order to perpetuate their names in history. That means he is winning on this. Alexander came, so he established himself as the conqueror of whole world. Then after that, next French came, Dutch came, French, Dutch, and many. After that, Britishers came. Before that, Mughals came to conquer the whole world. Everyone tried and they changed the names. But ultimately nothing, no gain. They are forgotten in due course of time and they make a place for another era in history. Okay, I'm jumping to the next paragraph. In this, Srimad Bhagavatam is there. Srimad Bhagavatam instructs us solely on the subject from the very beginning to end. Human life is simply meant for self-realization. Tapo Divyam Putraka. Okay, this paragraph, this purport you can read. It is very Simple and easy. Next shloka. Satyam kshitau kim kashipo prayasair bahau swasiddhe hyupabarhanai kim Satyanjalau kim purudhanna patya Digval kaladau sati kim dukulai. So in the last sloka, what we understood? Only the Sukumara sadhakas, they accept the objects which are needed for the body. But the swasiddha, that means self-competent sadhakas, even they don't need that also. Because this is too much simple living. It is not. This slogan is telling about the too much simple living actually. Yeah. So the translation is, when there are ample earthly flats to lie on, what is the necessity of cots and beds? When one can use his own arms, what is the necessity of pillow? When one can use the palms of his hands, what is the necessity of varieties of utensils? When there is ample covering or the skins of trees, what is the necessity of clothing? We don't need anything actually. Swasiddha actually, self-competent. Sadhaka even doesn't need, it doesn't accept the goods or the objects, sense objects needed for the maintaining life. Because even to get those, you have to dependent on some rich person. You should worship them. You should please them. So that's why the real sadhaka even doesn't need it. Swataha samardhaha. He is not, yeah. Samardhaha. That means competent sadhaka will not dependent on those also. That means he will find to maintain body. So alternatives he will find like this, whatever is said in this sloka, he will find the maintenance, he will do the maintenance of his body as followed, as said in this fourth sloka. So is very clear. Kashipoho, Kashipoho means cots, golden cots actually. What is the use of that? If there is a flat surface is there. If there are the hands are there, then what is the need of pillow? Keep your hands like this and sleep. And what is the use of utensils? You will just karapatri. You will become karapatri. Just if you want to accept anything, just accept like this. Karapatri. Become karapatri. And whatever is given in this, eat it. Juice also you can drink. How do you know they will give juice? Even if they give juice, you can. Water also you can drink like this. What is the problem? And what is the use of having the clothes? There is a 10 directions are there. You cover your body with the directions, or otherwise skin bark, tree barks are there. Tree bark. Yeah, you can cover the body, big trees and having the barks. And also in the road, you will be seeing so many clothes are lying down here and there. Take it and just cover that. Yes. Okay. But the necessities of life for the protection and comfort of the body must not be unnecessarily increased. Human energy is spoiled in a vain search after such illusory happiness. This modern culture, actually, this industrialization and also this advancement in technology, this is a completely just misguiding the whole human society in the wrong direction. and they are wasting their time and their energy. Huh? Sawal? Who is that? Siddhari. Okay, baad mein. Human energy is spoiled in vain search after such illusory happiness. If one is able to lie down on the floor, then why should one endeavor to get a good bedstead or soft cushion to lie on? If one can rest without any pillow and make use of the soft arms endowed by nature, there is no necessity of searching after a pillow. If we make a study of the general life of the animals, we can see that they have no intelligence for building big houses, furniture, and other household paraphernalia, and yet they maintain a healthy life by lying down on the open land. Now, if you take one dog and you, if you both try to run, who will run fast? We are eating paneer, we are eating the so many milk we are drinking, but still we are so weak and dull. But dog is very fast. And the monkey, so strong actually. It is climbing like anything. What it is eating? So that's so simple. With their nature, if you live, automatically, a diseases will reduce. Actually, we are all misguided actually. Misguided by this propaganda, this modern propaganda. They are simply misguided us because they want to sell their products. To sell their products, they are showing the problems which are not really problems, and brainwashing, and after that selling their products and making profit and thinking they are rich. They are fools, and we are also becoming fools. Total. He's going like this. This doesn't mean that, okay, human civilization should revert to animal life, or that the human being should live naked in the jungles without any culture, education, and sense of morality. An intelligent human cannot live the life of an animal. Rather, man should try to utilize his intelligence in arts and science, poetry, and philosophy. Prabhupada is saying it. So we should not go to the over extreme. This is too much actually, this sloka. And it's not that you have to, everyone now open your clothes and and what is the need of clothes? 10 directions are at the barks, wearing the barks of trees. Megvarna, you should not think like that. So, but the thing is, the intention you should understand. It is just asking us to think, introspect. So how much we should accept. That means you should reduce your necessities as much as possible. Reduce your dependency on the other than you, other goods external to you. Reduce as much as possible. If you increase, then you are conditioned by them. Conditioning is becoming more and more. As much as condition is becoming more, then there is a problem. No, if AC is there in the classroom, then only I will come. Then is a conditioning. Then you cannot study actually. Prabhu, fan is not going, the power is off, so class should be stopped. Then it is also conditioning. Advancement of human civilization must be toward the goal of establishing our last relationship with God. Okay, this, and you read these purports by your own. Very nice and wonderful purports. We'll go to the next sloka. Chirani kim patina santi dishanti bhiksham. Naivangripa parabruta saritopya sushyan. Ruddha guha kimajito vatinopasannan. Kasmad bhajanti kavayo dhana durdamadandhan. Translation. Sarveshwar Sundar Prabhu.
Are there no torn clothes lying on the common road? Do the trees which exist for maintaining others no longer give alms in charity? Do the rivers being dried up no longer supply water to the thirsty? Are the caves of the mountains now closed? Or above all, does the Almighty Lord not protect the fully surrendered souls? Why then do the learned sages go to flatter those who are intoxicated by hard-earned wealth?
See, what else is there? There are thorn clothes are lying on the road. Why you have to go for the matka silk? I want matka silk, Prabhu. Hot weather. But actually, Prabhupada also said dress is the address. Actually, nicely, he encouraged actually Vaishnavas should not be like just like labor class or otherwise so dirty, unclean and unorganized. And he doesn't want like that actually, Prabhupada. So previously is like that, but Srila Bhakti Siddhanta, if you see, he was going on horse and he's having such a big car and wearing coat and goggles and very aristocrat lifestyle and being a sadhu and giving a great pravachana. He is a well-known person in Sanskrit and everything, all the literature, all the scriptures. He's a powerful man. Srila Prabhupada also, if you see, so he is wearing such a costly shawl and going in Rolls Royce cars and such a high life he was living. So what here Sukadeva Goswami is saying and Prabhupada is, you may ask the question. So why our acharyas led their life like that? They should be like this. You may ask, then what is the answer for this? Because in the present situation, people, they became so gross actually. Their thinking is become so much gross. Their buddhi is very much gross. Mota buddhi. This is not subtle. So that's why they are not able to identify the saintliness in the people. They are identifying everything by the externals. Nice dress and nice lifestyle. So that's why to attract such a foolish people towards the Krishna. So our acharyas, they led that kind of life. The purpose is purely just to maintain, that means just to attract the people towards the Krishna. So that's why they did like that. But they are fully, that means having the understanding of these are all not necessary for their own life. So that's why our parampara is like this. That means we are all nicely shaved and having proper clothes, and also we maintain dignity of wearing clothes and many things. That's the purpose is only one thing, is the preaching. But on the name of preaching, you should not enjoy. So your enjoyment tendencies should not be covered with the cover of preaching. That is dangerous. Who is then judge? You yourself is a judge. I am with what consciousness I am doing this. I am asking matka silk from our devotee, whoever is following you. You are asking money for that. So what is the intention behind this? You want to show yourself, or otherwise you want to attract the new people towards the Krishna? What is the goal? If your desire is proper, pure desire, then that is also activity is pure. But if your desire is, you have the material tendency, enjoyment tendency, then that is wrong actually. So that's why preaching is the essence. Our main goal is what? Preaching. So for that, we are ready to do anything. That is the step taken by our acharyas. That's a revolutionary step taken by our Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. So that's why they preach successfully in a mass way actually. This is the reason actually. Their acharyas are working with the mood of present time, place and circumstance. And they brought such a big change in the society. So we should be also with the proper mood actually. We should understand the real mood behind this. And but you are demanding, your temple is very small and your congregation is very weak, that means normal people, but still you are demanding, you give money and for your lifestyle, cozy lifestyle, then it's not good. Then that is not good actually. Then people will not come to your place. They will leave. They will simply go away. That means instead of preaching, so what is happening? Anti-preaching is happening. They are going away from you. So that's why we should understand the purpose. And also the pure desire is necessary. So Purva Pakshi is asking question. He's asking, hey, Jataragni, there is a fire in the stomach. We need food. So how the then sadhaka will not dependent on any rich person? He need money to eat. Then that is the Purva Pakshi is saying. Then answer is said. That means in the previous sloka, anyway, we have the arrangement for the sleeping. We have the arrangement for the alternative for the bowels, and also we have the alternative for the various utensils, alternative for the various things. But there is Jataragni is there. But for this, what you will eat? So what you will do? Then answer is said. Angripaha santi. These trees are there. Don't they give donation to me? They will give donation to me. They will give fruits to me. I will eat. This is the answer for that. Maybe human beings, they don't give anything to eat, but these trees can give. This sadhaka is saying to the Purva Pakshi. Understand what I am saying? So then you have to search for water, Purva Pakshi is asking. Then sadhaka is saying, no problem, I have rivers to drink. Then Purva Pakshi is saying, there is a stone drain. Sometimes we'll be getting these nails, hails. Yeah, hails, hailstone. Yeah, that rain, hail's rain will be coming. So by that, how to protect then? How will you protect? You need house. So Purva Pakshi is asking. Then sadhaka is saying, no problem, I have caves. Then Purva Pakshi is saying, oh, you are going to stay in the caves. Then there are tigers. How you will live your life then? There are tigers. Tigers will eat away. Then how do you do sadhana? Then what he said? My Lord is there to protect me. So my Lord is antaryami to every living entity. And he is giving the inspiration to every living entity to do any activity. So that's why my Lord will protect me. Even my Lord is there in the heart of tiger also. So sadhaka is saying like this. Okay, understood? Purport: the renounced order of the life is never meant for the begging or living at the cost of others as a parasite. So that's why Prabhupada says, our society members should not be lazy. We should not be parasites, collecting money from the other society people and taking that and eating. This is simply a parasites. This culture is not recommended. Every devotee should work hard. And at least more than 8 hours. He was having the planning of 5 hours of service and 5 hours of studying. Such a big, yeah. Everyone should study every day at least 5 hours. And also go for the whole day book distribution. Even he wanted to start Varnashrama college, and he was asking, Brahmana should learn everything. He should learn how to plow the land also. Because to teach, he has to teach. And our people should work hard whole day. No sleeping. No sleeping on daytime. No laziness. So that's why Prabhupada drove the society like that. So that's why now we have such a big society, nice society. Now the situation is very degrading. 2 hours service, 2.5, 3 hours. Then after, Prabhuji, pet dard. Prabhuji, sir dard. Prabhuji. So I cannot work more than 2 hours. And taking the mobile and watching all these WhatsApp messages, Telegram messages, YouTube channels, and Facebook, and this, that. Whole day keeping that in front and working. This is happening. Then what will happen? Then slowly, society will lose faith on us. These people are lazy people. They simply eat others' labor, hard work, and sleep on the name of sadhana. We don't get any sadhana result also. And the top of that, we'll get the karma phal because of eating others' money. So that's why every devotee in our society should work hard. And little service to clean the classroom. They are skipping this and having so many reasons. It's a very unfortunate thing actually. For simple things you are not able to manage, then what you will do for this society? It's very difficult actually. In the Sanatana Dharma institution, alms giving to the mendicants is a part of householders' duty, and it is advised in the scriptures that the householder should treat the mendicants as their family children and should provide them with food, clothing, so on, without being asked. That's why in the villages, if you see any beggar comes, immediately they give something. That is a culture actually. Sannyasis and sadhus, so those has to be maintained by the also brahmacharis in the Gurukul. They should be maintained by grihasthas. They should give without asking. Pseudo-mendicants therefore should not take advantage of this charitable disposition of the faithful householders. The first duty of a person in the renounced order of the life is to contribute some literary work for the benefit of the human being in order to give him realized directions towards the self-realization. That means every sannyasi should write the books. Literary work. Whatever realizations he got, he should give, he should spread that to the society. He should contribute to the society. I became sannyas, now everyone should serve me. Why you want to become sannyasi? Sometimes if you ask this, so secretly they will sell in the side route, not in the public. So they want to have, for the having the society prestige, that means prestigious position in the society. If you want to get the name, fame, for that purpose you are taking sannyas, then that is is just defeating your purpose of your life. Sannyas is not meant for the any name fame, or so that everyone will serve, no one will stop, will get all facilities easily. If that is the reason, then what is that mood should not be there. We also conduct Sannyasi college actually. IBM ISKCON Bhagavat Mahavidyalaya conduct courses for the sannyasis. Every year it happens. Last year happened and this year also. We have curriculum and yeah. Amongst the other duties in the renounced order of the Srila Sanatana and Srila Rupa, so other Goswamis in Vrindavan, the foremost duty discharged by them was to hold learned discourses amongst themselves at Seva Kunji, Vrindavan, the spot where the Sri Radha Damodar temple was established by Srila Jiva Goswami, and where the actual Samadhi tombs of Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Jiva Goswami are laid. So that's why sannyasis, how they contribute to the society? By their literature, literary work. That's why our Rupa and Sanatan, they wrote so many books. All Shat Goswamis, they wrote books. Just to educate the society in the truth. This point has to be noted actually. This condition should be there. If anyone wants to apply for sannyas, they should produce some literary work. It's a good point. For the benefit of all human society, they left behind them immense literature of transcendental importance. Similarly, all the acharyas who voluntarily accepted the renounced order of the life aimed at benefiting human society and not at living a comfortable or irresponsible life at the cost of others. Sannyasis are not preaching and not standing on the front for the preaching. Being after becoming sannyasi, then it's not good actually. They should be the frontline preachers. They should be driving the whole society to preach more and more. So that is necessary actually. Sukadeva Goswami give this warning especially for those mendicants who adopt the line of profession to solve their economic problems. Such mendicants are in abundance in the age of Kali. When a man becomes a mendicant willfully or by circumstances, he must be of firm faith and conviction at the Supreme Lord is the maintainer of all living beings everywhere in the universe. This is the mood of to become sannyasi. So Supreme Lord is the maintainer and no problem for me. So such a, like Prabhupada, he is fully dependent on the Supreme Lord and he went to the new place to preach. Okay. You can, these are very interesting purports. I read and we'll go to the next sloka. Evam swachitte swatayeva siddha Atma priyordho bhagavan anantaha Tam nirvruto niyatartho bhajeta Samsara hetu paramascha yatra. So translation, Nitya Mukund Prabhu, Nitya Mukund Prabhu, Nitya Mukund Prabhu. Very good, nice sleeping. Okay, Vipin Prabhu, you send message to the Nitya Mukund Prabhu.
I cannot send message, Prabhuji, because admin can only send.
Our Atul Gopal Prabhu. Yeah.
Okay. Should I read?
Yes.
Thus being fixed, one must render service unto the super soul, situated in one's own heart by his omnipotency. Because he is the almighty personality of Godhead, eternal and unlimited. He is the ultimate goal of life, and by worshipping him, one can end the cause of the conditioned state of existence.
Yeah. So if you see in the previous slokas, what we understood, first karma is rejected, karma kanda in the second sloka. In the third, fourth, and fifth, in the third sloka, Sukumara devotee. So that means what he should do. That means Gnana sadhaka and Bhakti sadhaka. What he should do, he should accept only the objects which are needed for the maintaining bare necessity, bare life, minimum life, basic life. So then after that, in the fourth and fifth, we are seeing even if you want to maintain life, if you need those things, then you have to go and serve the rich people. So better don't go for that. And you have to swata siddha, that means swata samardha, that means you should use these things, those things. That means hands are there if what is the need of pillows, like that we saw. And now what is said in the previous sloka, what we saw in the previous sloka, Purupakshi, what he was saying, hey, you are going to stay in the there is a rain, so stone rain, then you will, to protect, you need to go to the cave. If you go to the cave, then there are the tigers will eat away. Then what sadhaka said, heart is there, my Lord is there, and he will protect. That he said, na? Then there is no need of worshipping the rich people. Just I can maintain like this. Now in this sloka, that is expanded. That is, nanu tarhi bhajaniyeshwarasya taj bhajanopakarananam cha anveshanam tu kartavyameva yogibhir iti che tatra. Then Purupakshi is asking, okay, your Lord is there, but if you want to worship your Lord, you need to gather the different objects to worship that Lord. Still you are not escaping in gathering the things. Then that is Purupakshi is saying. Then sadhaka is saying, hey, I forget, I don't need that. My Lord is there in my heart. Swachitte swataha eva siddhaha. That means what? I don't need to make any nice deity and do the avahana of the Lord, installing the Lord. These things not needed. I don't need such a big process. He is there in my heart. And one may ask, then why one will worship Lord? What is the need of worshipping the Lord? How one will get attraction towards the Lord? So then sadhaka is saying, one will get very easily attraction towards him because he is naturally dear to everyone. Everyone can worship him naturally. If you want to worship someone, he should be having some position or not, some qualities or not. So that's why here sadhaka is saying a Lord is naturally is dear to everyone. So that's why worshipping him is not artificial, it is very natural. He is saying like that. That's why in this sloka you see, so swachitte is finished. Swachitte swataha eva siddhaha. And atma priyartho. He is the dear to everyone. And he is dear to everyone means he is dear to everyone like father and mother, like that? No. Because they are also dear to you. Your father is dear to you, your mother is dear to you, your son is dear to you, but Lord is also dear to you. Is the same way he is also dear to you like others? No. Because they are all dear to you, but they will be dying, finished. But Lord is dear to you, but he is always. That's why in the next what is coming? Anantaha. Ardha. Ardha means it is Parama Vastu. That means it is a Vastu. It is Vastu, and also it is Anantaha. Eternal. Yatah Artha Parama Vasturupatvepi na kevalam Antaratma eva yatah Bhagavan Saundaryadi Guna Vatvena Durshaha Nacha Tatra Desha Nima Ityaha Anantaha Sarva Vyapakatva Sarvatreva Deshe Stitaha. So here the points are coming. So Bhagavan is Arthaha, Anarthaha. Actually, your relation with, your dearness with your father and mother is Anartha actually. Is Anartha. That means if you have the loving relation with your mother and your father, it is Anartha actually. It will stop you to this. It will tie, it will bind you, that love will bind you to this material world. You and your father both together should come once again and have the family. So that's why it is Anartha. But having the loving relation with the Lord is Artha, is useful thing actually. It is useful actually. It is beneficial. Vasturupatvepi na kevalam antaratma eva. Yata Bhagavan, he is simply, that means he is the Vastu and not having any qualities. No, he is having the so many qualities. He is Bhagavan. That means he is having the Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashashriyoho Jnana Vairagyascha Shannam Bhaga iti ingana. That means he is having the various qualities which are unlimited. And there is no condition to him. There is no, he is not limited to any place. He is everywhere available. In the same form, he is available everywhere. Anantaha sarva vyapakatva sarvatreva deshe stitaha. So this kind of Lord is there with me, with us. So that's why one should worship him. One should worship him. Nirvritaha, that means being rejecting. That means nirvritaha means rejecting all material happiness and being fixed in the devotion. Bhajanananda magnaha, that means being fixed in the devotion, being fixed in the devotion. And niyataha, niyatarthaha means, what is the meaning of niyatarthaha? So with fixed rounds and fixed time and with fixed amount of the things, so you should worship. So this is the way. So Sukadeva Goswami is instructing us. First is Lord is available. There is no need to build a deity of the beautiful deity of the Lord and doing avahana of the Lord in that, because he is naturally available in the heart. Next point is what? He is Priyaha. That means one may ask doubt. So if he is there, then how one will get attraction? Yes, everyone can get attraction towards him because he is a loving person. He is a loving person. So that's why anyone can worship him easily. It's natural to worship him. So then his loving relation is like a loving relation like mother and father? No. Mother and father, loving relation with mother and father is anartha, is unwanted thing. But loving relation with the Lord is artha. Artha. And also this Lord is is just like Paramatma and not having any features, is like that? No, he is Bhagavan. He is having all the qualities. And he is available only at one place? No, he is available everywhere. So that's why Anantaha. Sarvatra Sarvakalatva, Sarvavapakatva. Everywhere, every time. And that is the Lord. And that Lord should be worshipped by anyone in what state? Being fully immersed in that devotional happiness and with fixed. Niyataha means with fixed amount of names and fixed amount of time and fixed amount of and so and so. So you have to worship him. So by worshipping him, what will happen? Samsara hetoh avidya uparama. Samsara hetu is, who is the hetu for the samsara? That is avidya. That will be finished if you worship him. So, but devotees will not consider this. But who will consider this? This is considered by the Jnanis and Yogis. Okay, this is the meaning of the sloka. Understood? So questions, I will form the questions later. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, is the all-pervading, omnipotent, omnipresent Super Soul. Therefore, one who is yogi can worship only him because he is the substance and not illusion. Every living creature is engaging in the service of something else. A living being constitutionally positioned is to render service, but in the atmosphere of Maya or illusion, or the conditional state of existence, the conditioned soul seeks the service of illusion. A conditioned soul works in the service of his temporary bodily relatives like wife and children, and the necessary paraphernalia for maintaining the body and bodily relations, such as the house, land, wealth, society. This is about what? Prabhupada is telling on which point? Artha. About that Artha point he is commenting. Having relations with with the parents and friends and relatives is Anartha. That point he is discussing here. I'm going jumping to one should therefore search for the water in the vicinity of seas. Every one of us is searching after real happiness in life, namely eternal life, eternal or unlimited knowledge and unending blissful life. But foolish people who have no knowledge of the substance search after the reality of life in the illusion. So this material body doesn't endure eternally, and everything in relation with this material body doesn't endure eternally, and everything in relation with this temporary body, such as the wife, children, society, and country, also changes along with the change of the body. This is called samsara. So Prabhupada is explaining the same point. Yeah. Okay. You understood the sloka meaning clearly? Okay, those are the points related to this. One sloka I will do quickly. Okay. Kastam tvanadrutya parano chintam rite pashu nasatim nama kuryat pashyan janam patitam vaitaranyam swakarmajan paritapanjushanam. Translation: who else but the gross materialistic will neglect such a transcendental thought and take to the non-permanent names only, seeing the mass of people fallen in the river of suffering as the consequences of occurring the result of their own work. So in this sloka, what is said? So the opposite thing, if you are not going to worship the Hari who is there in your heart, then what will happen? You will be sent to the Vaitarani. Where you will go? He will be sent to the Vaitarani. Where is the Vaitarani? Vaitarani is the just entrance to the, it's a Yamalok. If you want to go to the Yamalok, first you should cross the Vaitarani river. It is filled with what? It is filled with the fuss, and it is filled with the so many rotten things, blood and other things. And you should cross that. So much bad smell will come. And such a torture that is. And whoever is not going to do these things, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, whatever I said now, making life simple and following the simple lifestyle, and so worshipping the Hari, feeling sleepy. Dr. Saab, what is happening? So then what will happen? Then he should go to the Patitam Vaitaranyam. He will be thrown into the river of Vaitaranya. So Vetirekena Tavadaha Kahiti Parasya Haren Anuchintam Tam Prasiddham Bhaktim Anadritya. So whoever is neglecting bhakti, worshipping the Hari, whoever is neglecting worshipping Hari, and then what will happen? If they neglect this, then Pashun Karma Jadan Vina Pashureva Sa Devanam Iti Srutehe Asatim Vishechintam Konama Kurya. Then such a materialistic people will be sent to the Vaitarani. They will be doing their Swakarmajan. That means, so this Vaitarani, they will be getting the results of their own activities. And by that, they will be getting the lot of punishment, torture. Who else but gross materialistic will neglect the such transcendental thought and take to the non-permanent names only. Non-permanent names. This Sukadeva Goswami is saying all these objects are the simply names only. But if you see in the qualitative, everything is what? Is the three modes. Material. Three modes. But these are all different names. And you are running behind the names. Then who are running behind the names, they will be sending to the Vaitarani. Okay, put 2 minutes. In the Vedas, it is said that persons who are attached to demigods to the exclusion of Supreme Personality of Godhead are like the animals. Pashu, Pashyan Janampati, Pashun, Asatim, Nama Kuryat. Then they are the animals. Whoever is not worshipping the Lord, they are animals. So Mudaha, in this Avajananti Mam Mudaha. So what is that? One more sloka. There are 4 kinds of people who Namam Dushkritino Muda Prapadante Naradama. Mudaha means what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is giving their meaning. Mudaha means Pashun, Pashuhu, animal. Whoever is not worshipping, that Muda means he is giving glossing as Pashu, animal. So here also same. Sukadeva Goswami is saying this. Whoever is not worshipping the Supreme Lord, he is a Pashu. Also don't know how they are being misdirected by neglecting the transcendental thought of the Supreme Person. No one can remain vacant of thought. It is said that an idle brain is a devil's workshop. So because a person who cannot think in the right way must think of something which may bring about disaster. The materialists are always worshipping some minor demigods, although this is condemned in the Bhagavad Gita 7.20. As long as a person is illusioned by material gains, he petitions the respective demigods to draw some particular benefit, which is, after all, illusory and non-permanent. The enlightened transcendentalist is not captivated by such illusory things. Therefore, he is always absorbed in the transcendental thought of the Supreme in different stages of realization, namely Brahma, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. In the previous verses, it is suggested that one should think of the Super Soul, which is one step higher than the impersonal thought of the Brahman, as it was suggested. In the case of contemplating the Virat Rupa of the personality of Godhead, intelligent persons who can see properly may look into the general conditions of the living entities who are wandering in the cycle of the 84 lakh species of life, as well as in different classes of human beings. It is said that there is an everlasting belt of water called the river Vaitarani at the entrance of the plutonic planet of Yamaraj, who punishes sinners in different manners. After being subjected to such sufferings, a sinner is awarded a particular species of life according to his in the past. So after getting the punishment in the Naraka, then he will be sent back to the animal life. Actually, you will be seeing this in the 3rd canto, 30th chapter. You will be seeing the punishment for this sinful person. Then he will be given to the animal body. In the 84 lakhs, he is roaming, and finally coming to the human body. And then after that, if you do the bhakti, then he'll go back. Otherwise, once again, it repeats. Yes. So again, he will take birth. Like this, such a living entities are punished by the Amaras, are seen in the different varieties of condition of some one of them are in heaven and some of them are in hell. Some of them are Brahmanas and some of them are misers. But no one is happy in this material world, and all of them are either class A, B, or C. Prisoners suffering because of their own deeds. The Lord is impartial to all circumstances of the sufferings of the living entities, but to one who takes shelter of his lotus feet, the Lord gives proper protection, and he takes such a living entity back home, back to himself. Okay. So this is, we saw what is the, in the 6th sloka, we saw the one should worship the Lord, so that what will happen? So what he will get by worshipping? What is said there in the 6th sloka? In the 6th sloka, what is said? Samsara hetu paramaha. Samsara hetu paramaha. That means this this material attachment will be finished. The cause for the material bondage is finished. That means in the 6th sloka, worshipping of Hari is recommended, and in the 7th sloka, so if you don't do, what will happen is said. So in the 8th sloka, we are going to see. So some people are going to worship him. Who are those? That we'll be seeing in the 8th sloka. So okay. Any question? Anything? No questions? Siddhahari? Okay. Okay. We'll make actually questions on these 6, 7 slokas. What can be the possible questions? How self-sufficient sadhaka maintain life? Write the question. How self-sufficient swataha samarthaha maintain his life? Self-sufficient sadhaka, how he maintains his life? Answer is 4th and 5th sloka. 4th and okay. Why karma is rejected? The karma kanda is rejected here in this chapter. Why karma kanda is rejected here? According to the Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Why karma kanda is rejected here? Explain based upon Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Verse number 2. What is the side product of Virat worship? Virat dharana, meditating on Virat. What is the side product? Byproduct. What is the byproduct of meditating on Virat. Okay. First, last one is 2 marks. About this is 2 marks, and first one is the 5 marks. First one is 5 marks, and explain 2.2.7 based upon Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. No, 2.2.6. 2.2.6. Evam Swachitte. Swata. Explain 2.2.6 based upon VCT. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Okay, this is 5 marks. This is for my purpose, and yeah, I will give some question bank. Will give some, will give some, we may not give. Some may be surprising out of this. We may not give everything. If you are writing, okay, well and good, then you are having everything. If you don't write, and I will skip something and give some question bank, then after that, remaining will be surprising for you. For others, it is known. Understood? No. Yeah. No. Last I will give. Last definitely I will give. After the finishing my portion, I will give all the questions. So, but this is working for me. I am not telling to the whole class. Yeah. Then from this, I will give some as question bank or not. But if you are also writing, that is okay. What is there? Write it and work hard. No problem for me. Question bank will come from these only. Whatever I am saying. So what else we can ask? All we are asking. Then I will make some surprising still based upon Prabhupada purports. Okay, thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada ki.
Prabhuji, one question, please.
Yes.
In the purport of 6, which portion is based on Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary, Prabhu? Please, can you please repeat once again?
In 6th one, Mataji, 6th sloka.
6th one, huh?
Okay.
Because the purport is very nice, but which portion is based on that, or something
actually,
specific?
In this only he is taking Priyaha. Priyaha point only he is taking, and Prabhupada is just expanding and is going like that. But everything he didn't explain in the purport. Yeah, he didn't explain. The way, first what the Purvapakshi is asking, if your Purvapakshi is asking,
yes,
how you will worship your Lord. That means to save from the tiger, what the sadhaka said, I will worship my Lord. Then how you will worship? If you want to worship the Lord, then you need some instruments. That means some
paraphernalia.
Paraphernalia. You have to earn for it. Then he says that no need. So then he started explaining like this: my Lord is only in my heart, and I don't need to install any deity, and I don't need to call the avahana. That means calling the Lord into that. No need. So he's there in my heart only. So, and like this he keep on explaining whatever I said just now.
Yes. Acha.
Like that you should write.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, Hare Krishna. So you are writing now, Prabhu. You can immediately work out. Otherwise, you will forget. Okay. Thank you.